If you believe Sarah Palin and half the stuff on the internet, this time next year there's going to be a government-run death panel coming after all of us. Well, we all know that's just baloney. The only death panels we have in this country are the ones that are run by the health insurance industry, which, according to the president of the California Nurses Association, our sister Jerry Jenkins, turns down 20% of doctor-prescribed medical care. It's really the insurance company that decides if you receive a life-saving drug, or if you can extend your stay in the hospital, or even if you can have a prescribed surgery. These are the real death panels. They're making the life and death decisions for you from the executive offices of the insurance company. So when someone says to you that health care reform might be bad for seniors, you set that record straight. Retirees need to know how we have an opportunity to close the Medicare Part D donut hole, to lower prescription drug costs, to help retirees afford health care coverage, and assist the middle-class families with the cost of long-term care. They need to know how we can end the out-of-control premium increases by the big insurance companies. And they need to know how a single-payer or a high-quality public option would be a refreshing alternative to these corporations who profit by denying care and discriminating against pre-existing conditions. And to let you know how ridiculous pre-existing conditions can be, two of them listed in the Washington Post recently were acne and a pregnancy. I want to mention another lesson we're being reminded of this year, and that's how important it is to not let the day-to-day travails of governing take away the energy, the creativity and the passion, the audacity and hope that got us to this moment. Election night is never the end of our fight, rather it's only the beginning. And the old saying is that watching a law being written is a lot like seeing how sausage gets made, and that's not always a pretty sight. There have been really tough days filled with setbacks, tough choices, painful compromises. And there may be a few more of those before it's all over. I know it's not always easy, but we must stay focused and be as positive as we can. The third and final lesson I believe we've been reminded of is how the next election has already started. One reason why seniors have been so targeted in the healthcare debate is because we are the most reliable group of voters. We vote early and often, as the saying goes. But politics is changing. The senior vote, which continues to grow at a faster rate than any other, is becoming less reliably Democratic. A baby boomer turns 60 every 7.5 seconds. In 2015, there will be more 80-year-olds than 8-year-olds in this country. So not only do we have more voters to reach, but we have a tougher sell than ever. Next year, in the critical midterm elections, voters over age 65 will make up nearly 40% of the turnout in many of the House and Senate races. And campaigns for the State House, particularly in California, will have a strong impact on key state and local programs that help seniors in their communities. With younger voters more likely to stay home in an off-year election, the retiree vote will be more important than ever. Our issues are the right ones: health care, pensions, Social Security, transportation, and housing. So I believe we can and win the senior vote. And next year's elections are going to look a lot like this year's health care debate. Retirees will be the object of a lot of attention and a lot of misinformation. We've seen how the opponents of progressive change try to scare the seniors and try to mislead us with lies and predictions of doom. But just as in the health care debate, it is more important than ever that we do our political homework, that we know the issues, where the candidates stand, and then educate and mobilize our friends and our neighbors. And through it all, my fellow retirees, we need to stay together. I congratulate the California Alliance for how well you include community-based groups, because together we can be partners in change. We have common goals and common opponents. And when the other side sees that we are not working together, they swoop right in with their Karl Rove-style tactics of divide and conquer. They try to pit union members against non-union members, retirees against their own children and grandchildren, We've all seen this happen, and we must vow never again. Never again. But through it all, and even on the tough days, I still believe that this will be our year. The healthcare debate is the defining battle of our time, and I believe we will win. But to win, we will need to keep doing what we are already doing, stay focused, educate and energize our members, and pour our hearts into our work. In closing, my fellow retirees, let me thank you for all that you do. You are lifelong activists, the best we have. You fight not only for your own generation, but you fight for your children and the grandchildren. I'm continually amazed by all of you. You bring such experience, energy, and passion to your work. You are looked up to in your community. People listen to you. And that is why I believe that we can change this country. Our working days may be over, but our fighting spirit burns as strong as ever. And we will win the healthcare fight. We will improve healthcare in America. Give the future generations a retirement that they can count on.
Wow.
This can be our lasting legacy, and I know we can do it. Yes, we can. Thank you.